The Rothschild family and their power. We have all heard rumors regarding powerful families and their control over the world. Some families are famous for their money, some for their influence, and some for their tyranny. The Rothschild family has a very well-developed reputation of their own. They are believed to be the most well-known of all European banking families. They held quite a significant impact on Europe's political and economical history for about 200 years. Yes, you heard that right, for 200 years. But here are some questions worth asking. Are you aware of their family background? Do you know the power they hold? Have you heard about the conspiracies? Well, in order to get answers to all these questions, stay with us throughout the video to find out. With the founding of his banking company in the 1760s by Mayer Amschel Rothschild, this family rose to prominence. Unlike most previous court lords, Rothschild was able to leave his riches to his 5 sons, who founded companies in London, Paris, Frankfurt, Vienna, and Naples. In both the Holy Roman Empire and the United Kingdom, the family was raised to noble status. Not putting a pause on this much wealth and fame, the Rothschild family held the biggest private wealth in both modern and world history throughout the 19th century. Their progress has always appeared shocking to people and gave birth to several conspiracies as well. The Rothschild family expanded its commercial operations in a number of fields, such as trading products, merchant banking and currency trading, private banking, asset management, mergers and acquisitions, insurance, venture capital, pensions and endowments, sovereign debts, and commodities. And that's not it. They have also made significant investments in the construction of trains, bridges, tunnels, and most significantly, the Suez Canal. Hotels, media, transportation, and wine are some other areas where they have been able to hold power. Not only was this family lucky in fortune, but they also were blessed with big brains. By assisting the British government with its money throughout the Napoleonic Wars, the family profited enormously. Before the Napoleonic Wars began, the Rothschild family already had a large wealth, and by this time they had become leaders in the bullion trade. From London in 1813 to 1815, Nathan Mayer Rothschild played a crucial role in nearly single-handedly funding the British war effort. He was able to organize the shipment of bullion to the Duke of Wellington's armies throughout Europe and coordinate the payment of British financial incentives to their continental allies. The third Rothschild son was the most successful of all 4 boys who left home. In order to start a textile company, Nathan traveled to Manchester, England, in 1798. However, sometime later, he decided to establish himself as a banker. In order to achieve that, he eventually relocated to London and found N.M. Rothschild in 1810, which was a great success. Today, N.M. Rothschild and Sons are still in business. The bank reported 76 billion euros in assets under management and 1.87 billion pounds in income for the year 2019. The Rothschild family has been the focus of several conspiracies over the course of more than 2 centuries. Certainly wealth and fame bear a lot of consequences. The acquisitions have been made in different forms, such as the assertion that the family is responsible for controlling the majority of the world's wealth and financial institutions, or that it either supports or opposes interstate warfare. You see, the points of view are different, and several objectives were made. The Rothschilds were alleged to have been driven by their desire for money to kill US presidents and start nearly every war since the 1800s in order to bankroll both sides. Some argue that the Jewish Rothschilds were responsible for the Holocaust, while others claim that they were the real driving force behind the establishment of Israel. The main point that critics hold against them is that everything they do is for the sake of money. They worship wealth. But when expenses exceed income, you see a loss of wealth, and world politics do come at a huge cost. Over the following 100 years, the family's riches were reduced by wars, politics, and conflicts within the families. Due to the lack of a male successor, the bank's branches in Naples and Frankfurt both shut down in 1863 and 1901. After the Nazi takeover of Austria and the threat to the Jews, the Vienna branch was also sadly closed in 1938. Around 200 years after Mayer Rothschild's 5 sons dispersed across Europe, All of the interests were restructured in 2008 into a single firm, a shareholder of Paris Orleans located in France, bringing the family's enterprises under one umbrella. Over the years, the heirs and successors of the family have shared the fortune. The current scope of Rothschild's interests include the financial services, real estate, mining, energy, and non-profit sectors. Additionally, the family controls more than a dozen farms throughout the globe. Rothschild enterprises are still prospering today. Most family members work for these businesses directly or have investment in businesses that provide money for the family. The family's extraordinary success is partly attributed to their keen interest in working together, their entrepreneurship, and their adherence to sound business practices. As one succeeds in life, the number of haters also starts to increase. Just like in the case of Rothschild's family, with the news of their constant progress, many people started raising questions. However, nothing worth having comes easy. They stood steadfast in their mission, and absolutely no crime held against them was proven. They were just general observations and analysis. The family made sure to make good use of their time on Earth and left a great amount of fortune for their coming generations to only sit and relax. Even if their new generation weren't to work as hard, they would still be able to enjoy the money that their great-grandfathers left for them. But it looks like hard work and efficiency run in the blood. But there is still a question that awaits you. Are they really innocent and hard-working? Or are they powerful enough to erase all the evidence that might stand against them, be it courts, judges, or opposing parties? With this much wealth, they can surely buy anyone. Interested in some more conspiracy theories and mysteries? Well, why not subscribe to our channel and let us unlock some more interesting and mysterious stuff for you.